The Chemin Bice is a 2-kilometer short stretch of straight road that connects the village of Cherry River to the 13th Range Road, the Chemin du 13e Rang. There is a rise of more than 80 meters from the village to the 13e Rang, which makes it a popular route for experienced cyclists. Looking back down towards Cherry River, there is an unrestricted and magnificent view of the summit of Mount Orford. Let's go back 70 or 80 years with this picture that shows the earliest farms on the road. We see first the farm of Olive Powers and Myron Buzzell, who settled there about 1875. Olive was from one of the village families. Myron was one of the many sons of Daniel Taylor Buzzell and Mary Ann Fuller, who were the forebearers of the huge Buzzell family in Cherry River. When his first wife died in 1870, Myron became a widower with 3 young children. He remarried in 1873, and he and Olive made a new start. A lane was opened to get to their farm from the village, and notarial acts of the time called it Myron Buzzell's Road. Their house is still standing, but the other farm buildings have disappeared. In 1891, Myron and Olive's daughter, Annie Buzzell, married Louis Ketchpaw. The young couple moved just across the road onto a lot bought by Louis. Today, their home is still there, but with several additions and alterations. About the same time, Myron's nephew, Charles Curtis Buzzell, and his wife, Ellen Wilson, moved to a lot behind Myron's land. A lane cutting through Myron and Olive's farm gave them access to their own place. This lane is today the Rue du Chemin. The eldest son of Charles and Ellen, David Buzzell, moved to a lot east of his great-uncle Myron's farm. It was probably at this time that the lane reached the 13th Range Road. Shortly after Charles and David's arrivals, notary acts from 1894 mention that Myron Buzzell's Road was no longer a private lane and had become a public road. At the other end of Chemin Bice, close to the village and at the road's lowest point, a small bridge crosses East Branch Creek. There, another of Myron's nephews, Gardner Buzzell, built a sawmill in 1894. He operated it for some years. However, after being sold several times, the mill was demolished in 1922. Yet a third nephew of Myron built this house on a small parcel of land just across from the mill. Gardner Buzzell lived in it while he owned the sawmill. Later, in the early 1900s, Laura Young and her husband, George Bice, lived in it. In 1932, Laura Young Bice purchased the house, and for many years after, she and her family lived in it. Indeed, Laura Young and George Bice's daughter still owns this family home in 2022. According to Quebec's Commission de Toponymie, the Chemin Bice gained its name officially on May 29, 1980, named in honor of Laura Bice.